Hello, everybody. This is your teacher. I wanted to speak with you today about a grammar problem I've been seeing. Please make sure to follow the note-taking guide in this video and make sure you pause and rewind as needed. Do you know what a fragment is? Take a moment to jot down your ideas about fragments. I'll give you some time. Okay, now that you've written your ideas, let me fill you in on what a fragment is, and you can see if you were correct or incorrect. To really understand a fragment, we must actually first talk about what a sentence is and needs. A sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought. A sentence needs a subject that tells you who or what the sentence is about, a verb which expresses action, tells you what the subject does, or links the subject to other important words, and it needs a statement of complete thought. Quick note, sometimes you may have more than one subject and or more than one verb in a sentence. Here's an example of a complete sentence. The students are bored. Oh, are you? That's a bummer. Anyway, the students is the subject. Are bored is the verb. And it expresses a complete thought. Now let's talk about fragments. Here goes. A fragment is an incomplete sentence. It might be missing a verb, it might be missing a subject, or it can have a subject and verb but does not express a complete thought. Here's an example. Should have gone to the movies. This is a fragment, it's missing a subject. The amazed family. This is also a fragment, and it's missing a verb. Jorge enjoys. Now that's definitely a fragment. It doesn't have a complete thought. Even though it has a subject and a verb, Jorge enjoys doesn't express much. Now, let's look at some common types of fragments. The first type of fragment is the dependent clause. This happens when using a dependent word in the beginning of a sentence. Some common dependent words include after, as, because, before, even if, since, when, unless, and while. Here's an example of a dependent clause. After Christina saw the accident. We fix this by either removing the dependent word, like this, Christina saw the accident, or by completing the thought, like this, after Christina saw the accident, she fainted. Another common fragment error is when we forget to add the subject. These fragments have a verb but are missing a subject. For example, finished all her homework. To fix this, all we need to do is add a subject. Maria finished all her homework. Good job, Maria. The next common fragment error is called ing fragments. This is when we use a word ending in ing at the beginning of a sentence, causing it to become a fragment. For example, hoping to finish on time. How do we fix them? Well, we add our subject, Mari Carmen, a linking verb, was, and the rest, hoping to finish on time. There are also fragment errors called to fragments. This is when a word group begins with the word to. Example, to the park. How should we fix it? Caesar took his dog to the park. Finally, the last fragment error is called an example fragment. It happens when using words like including, such as, and for example. Here's an example. Such as pizza. To fix this, we need to add a subject and to complete the thought. German likes to cook his favorite foods, such as pizza, when he is at home. Just to refresh your memory, a sentence must include a subject, verb, and a complete thought. Let's practice. For each practice question, identify if the group of words is a sentence or fragment. If the group of words is a fragment, please explain what is missing and fix it.
Created using Powtoon.